Okay, so here we go with our wine tastings for the Stanley Cup of Wine. I'm going to try and get through as many as I can, as quick as I can, so I'm going to keep them short and get right into it. Our first matchup, we have, and I'll try to explain why I came up with these. All right, so our first one is going to be for the New York Rangers. It is the Herman J. Weimer Riesling 2009 dry. This one is Finger Lakes, New York. So this one is pretty self-explanatory. They're going up against the Washington Capitals. So this one was a tough one to find. Or not, the wine wasn't tough, but coming up with what wine to match with the Washington Capitals was fine. So what do I have? I have a Columbia Crest Grand Estates Chardonnay from Columbia Valley. So it's from Washington State, and it's Columbia Crest. So, you know, Washington, D.C., yeah, that's the best I could do. All right, so get some wine glasses here, and we'll see what we have going on. We'll go ahead and start with New York because it is a dry Riesling, so I think that's a better one to start with. Okay, so on the nose I get, you know, there's some peach, there's some apricot, you know, there's a lot of those white fruits. There's a little bit of red apple. And just some, you know, that kind of acidic kind of, you know, a little bit of lemon, you know, that kind of thing going on here. Nice little nose. Let's see how the palate's doing. Okay, so this is my, actually my first Riesling from Finger Lakes. And you know, it's actually, as expected, quite good. The fruits are coming through. You know, even though it's a dry Riesling, there's good acidity to it, and there's a little bit of sweetness on it, but it's more like a fruit sweet than like a residual sugar sweet. But there's a good peach there. There's a good little bit of red apple. Yeah, good stuff. It's got a good mouthfeel. It's somewhat light. It's actually a little bit more than what I was expecting on body, but you know, good stuff. Let's go ahead and move on. We'll go to the Columbia Crest Chardonnay, representing the Washington Capitals. Sloshing it all over the place already. You know, I get a little bit of a, you know, like when you're a kid and you get that like plastic toy and you tear it open, it's got that kind of like plasticky kind of smell to it. I get that in this. I was really expecting to get more oak smell in it, but I'm really not getting any of that. Not a lot. It's pretty muted on the nose. Let's see what's going on in the palate. Pretty interesting palate on this one. I get a little bit of a there's a little bit of smoke to it, like a campfire kind of smoke that really comes off in it right away. I didn't get any of that on the nose, but I definitely get it on the palate, which is kind of interesting. I also get, and this is really coming out of left field, but do you remember like Hubba Bubba gum? I don't get any of that gum, but there's like if I licked the wrapper, there's that going on, that like kind of powdery, kind of sweet but not sweet kind of thing going on. I don't know if that makes any sense at all. There might be like two people that might understand what I'm trying to say there, but that's the first thing that popped into my head. So apparently with this, I'm not chewing Hubba Bubba, I'm licking the wrapper next to a campfire. Go figure. Okay, so head to head between these two. It's just, I mean, that's exactly what this tastes like. Head to head, I'm going to give this one to the New York Rangers in the New York Finger Lakes Riesling. So they actually were both very good in very different ways. The Columbia Crest was really interesting and it was good, but I like the Riesling a little bit more. So